You're watching Camnet TV, not just another channel. Welcome to our news. The headlines. Kasempa records maize bumper harvest. Lusaka decongest project cheers government. Zicta finds mobile service providers. In international news, 5 children found dead in a Germany apartment. And in sports news, Premier League terminates its 564 million euros contract with its Chinese licensee with immediate effect. For the details, do join me shortly after this break.
Msika is here. We have you all covered with just 150 kwacha. You can advertise every day from 17 hours to 18 hours. For a 30-second ad, get the benefit of selling your products and services on Msika. For more details, call our marketing department on +260 953 995099 +260 962 444 726 or +260 971 177 467. Email us on info@camnettvafrica.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you a filmmaker? Well, you are exactly what we're looking for.
Camnet TV is calling on local filmmakers. For more details,
You can visit our headquarters in Ibex Hill next to Hilltop Hospital.
contact us on
0962 444 726. Camnet TV.
not just another channel.
With the details, my name is Liseli Kanyanga Mubanga. Local Government Minister Charles Banda is impressed with Lusaka decongestion project, which he says is progressing well despite the hiccups expressed in the process. Dr. Banda took a tour Thursday morning to appreciate the works being done by the Indian company. The 2 flyover bridges that are along Great East Road will be completed by December this year. We have more in this report.
Government is implementing the $389 million United States Lusaka decongestion project aimed at decongesting the city by building and expanding roads, flyover bridges and overpasses, which is being done by Afcon International, an Indian construction company. Makeni flyover bridge has been completed and handed over to the public for use. 2 flyover bridges that were initially supposed to be completed in June and September 2020 respectively are still under construction and will delay for some time due to the effects of COVID-19. Minister of Local Government Dr. Charles Banda has expressed satisfaction with the works on the Lusaka City decongestion project when he undertook a tour to check on the progress made. He disclosed that despite the challenges faced in the process, the contractor is committed to finish the construction this year, beginning with East Park and Monali flyover bridge.
The idea of this trip was just to come and appreciate the works that are being done on these 2 flyover bridges, one at East Park and the one where we are at Monali. And I'm happy to say to you that the works are going on very well and we are on course. Remember, we said at one point that Afcon would like to finish this phase of works by December this year. There was a slight delay, of course, because of that break which was necessitated because of the COVID-19 problem. And we thought maybe it was going to cause us a delay to go up to next year. But what our friends have done is to up their game and have still maintained that the works should be completed by December. So what has come out now is that the one at East Park should be completed by end of October, and we expect His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu, to commission that one early November. And a month later, somewhere in December, we hope to have the one here at Monali to be completed.
The minister says government is working tirelessly to ensure that the country becomes habitable for people as they conduct their daily activities. He says the bridges will be a game changer, not only beautifying the city, but decongesting it as well.
After we commissioned the Makeni flyover bridge, somebody went to get a picture of a vehicle which tipped off, I don't know in which country. And they said it was at the Makeni flyover bridge, trying to discredit the works that had been done. That's very unfortunate. people should learn to appreciate and also to say well done when others have done something which is for the good of the people of Zambia. What we are doing now is going to be a game changer in as far as the outlook of Lusaka is concerned. I think we need to appreciate that, and we need to give credit where it is due. In Nyanja we say mwana wa mzoko akachita wachita.
The minister later inspected the construction of the ministry's new office block in Lusaka's Long Acres area, adding that the works have reached at least 80%.
This is where the ministerial headquarters will move. That's the Ministry of Local Government. And the works are on schedule, though we have delayed a little bit due to the COVID-19 problem. The difference between the building here and the roads, the two flyover bridges, is that here, most of the fittings for the inside are coming from India. And because of that break and the slowness in the movement of goods from outside into here, there's been a delay. And the next projected period of completion is March. We expect that by March, this building will be completed and fully occupied.
Dr. Banda said AFCON is doing high-quality work that is expected to help decongest the city. Sharon Kalimbula, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Former Kasempa Member of Parliament, Kavinga Mpande, is impressed with the production of maize produced in Kasempa in the 2019-2020 farming season. Speaking in an interview with Camnet TV News in Kasempa, Mr. Mpande says the high maize production clearly shows government's commitment to the agriculture sector. And Mr. Mpande is confident that going forward, Zambia is assured of food security.
No, I must say that it's very exciting and very happy that there's a lot of maize. And I have no doubt that Kasempa is leading in the province in the production of maize this year, like it has done in the past. I may not have the exact figures, but I'm pretty sure that Kasempa is leading. And what is so interesting about maize production in Kasempa is that they just use hands. A hoe. We don't use tractor, we don't use oxen. It's only a few of our brothers who are Tongas who have come here who are using oxen, but the majority of the people in Kasempa, they use hands to produce maize. It's so amazing. And this there is a good indication in that even the price of mealie meal is nosedive because of this. It reminds me sometime early in the year or later last year when the opposition parties and other people were calling on President Kagame to declare as a disaster, hunger disaster. He said no, he was not going to allow any Zambian to die from hunger. So today I can say he's vindicated what he said. He knew what he was talking about. Here we have a lot of maize. And I can see this crop going into the next harvest season. So it's quite exciting, and it's good that people have been encouraged. And you may ask that how come people have produced this amount of maize? It's because of the help from the government through FISIP, where they are giving, when an individual pays 400 kwacha, in return they are getting 9 bags of fertilizer in addition to the seed. Not only that, Kasempa is a sorghum growing area, and they also give the sorghum. They even give soya.
The Zambia Information and Communications Technology Authority, ZICTA, has fined 3 mobile network operators a total of 5.4 million kwacha for failure to adhere to the quality of service guidelines issued by ZICTA in April and June 2020 respectively. In a statement issued to the media, ZICTA manager corporate communications says the mobile companies have been fined for failing to meet various recommendations ranging from failing to meet call setup success rate, the drop rate, and HTTP download rate of 3G. Ms. Nakonde says the authority took into account the MNO's efforts to improve the quality of service on their respective networks. The fines are imposed on the MNOs on August 26, 2020, and a period of 7 days was given in which the MNOs should pay their fines. Zicta further warned the fines. For now, we take a break, but do stay tuned as we have more interesting stories lined up for you.
I have used Oracle Pure Glycerin for 2 years now. It has really worked for me. It has cleared all the black spots on my face. It has restored my skin beauty. It also smoothens the skin. Try Oracle Pure Glycerin for perfect skin. If it's not Oracle Glycerin, then it's not Pure Glycerin.
Stay home, stay safe. Times have changed. With the advent of the coronavirus, Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company would like to advise its esteemed customers to avoid visiting crowded places. You don't have to move to pay your water bill. You can do it in the convenience of your home. You can pay your water bills through Zanaco Zapit, Stanbic Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and FNB. You can also use Airtel, MTN, and Zamtel Kwacha mobile money transfer services. For any inquiries to report a fault, please contact our customer service on +260 211 251 571, +260 975 618 618, and toll-free line 5957, Zamtel only. You can also simply email customerservice@lwsc.com. This public announcement is brought to you by the Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company. Water is life. Sanitation is health.
Thank you so much for staying with us. We continue with the news. Works and Supply Minister Sylvia Chalikosa has revealed that all government ministries, provinces and spending agencies will be required to print all their documentation at government printers. Announcing the development when she toured government printers' offices, Ms. Chalikosa has noted that over the years, the department has slowed down due to the old equipment that has been overtaken by advancement in printing technology, thereby making it difficult to compete with other markets. The minister says the department has since identified 145 documents that can be printed. Meanwhile, Ms. Chalikosa says since August 2020, 260,000 jobs from various government institutions and public sectors have been created.
The exciting thing about my inspection today of what government printing department is doing is the call for patriotism and the belief in how we can pool our resources together and work together as a unit. Because the money that is being paid to the Ministry of Works and Supply is the same money which would ordinarily be paid to private institutions. But with that money being generated within, it's helping with the recapitalization process so that that money helps us to improve on the existing equipment that we have. This in turn will lead to more business, and more business will lead to more revenue by government. More revenue by government will lead to promotions and increment in salaries. It's a chain reaction. So I think I would like to appeal to everybody who is working at government printing department to put in their best, because at the end of the day, it's for their own benefit as it is for the benefit of all of us and the rest of the country. So this is very exciting to me. It has taken a very long time for us to get to where we are, and without the commitment of the people who are working in the department, we would not be where we are today. So we still need everybody to cooperate and see us through to the next level, which is to have more printing jobs received by the department. and to also improve on the image of government, because everybody thinks that anything government is bad. It shouldn't be like that. Whatever is coming from government must be good, patriotic, and the best that we can put out there.
Zambia has recorded 108 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, bringing the cumulative total to 12,523. Health Minister Dr. Chitalu Chilufya tells the nation that in the same 24 hours, Zambia has recorded 68 recoveries of patients. Dr. Chilufya has meanwhile informed the nation that no deaths have been recorded.
I also want to thank partners that have come on board to support the COVID-19 response today. We did receive support from the US CDC, supporting us with PPEs and medicines, and we further did receive support from the German government, again through KfW Development Bank, and UNICEF, supporting us again with equipment that includes oxygen concentrators. We want to appreciate all of you, the cooperating partners that are working with us in the fight against COVID-19. It is well known that if we are serious about the fight against COVID-19 and we leave no one behind, this will be a thing of the past in no time. So our community leaders play a pivotal role in relaying critical information on COVID-19. And today we feature our community leaders from the markets to talk about what they are doing in the markets, the challenges they are facing, and how we are going to work together to ensure that the response is strengthened in the markets. Cases that are being detected out of 1,037 tests done. We have long challenges. We discharged 68 patients in the last 24 hours. We have a number of patients in our facilities, 30 at Levy COVID facility, and out of these, 18 are on oxygen and 5 are critically ill in ICU. In other COVID facilities countrywide, we have 11 patients with 5 on oxygen. We continue to report marginal increases, marginal improvements in adherence to public health measures because of our strong engagement with the community. We thank the community leadership in the markets, on the streets, the Commuters Association of Zambia, and all stakeholders that are working with us at community level to strengthen community engagement. We would like to emphasize that community engagement will be the high impact intervention to disrupt COVID-19.
Plans to establish a water utility company to service Muchinga province are underway, government has disclosed. Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection Minister Dr. Jonas Chanda says the move aims to improve water and sanitation services which are currently being offered by Chambeshi Water and Sanitation Company in 2 provinces, namely Muchinga and Northern. Dr. Chanda, who was speaking at a joint press briefing with Shiwangandu MP Honorable Stephen Kampyongo and Chinsali Central MP Honorable Kalalwe Mukosa in Chinsali, said having one water utility company servicing 2 provinces poses both geographical and logistical challenges. And speaking earlier, Honorable Kampyongo welcomed the development and commended Dr. Chanda for hitting the ground running to ensure that President Edgar Lungu's desire to have a viable water and sanitation sector is fully realized. Meanwhile, Honorable Mukosa submitted to Dr. Chanda that there is need to expedite funding for the completion of a water and sanitation project in Chinsali, which is already at over 90% complete, to which he has assured the Ministry of Finance has already been engaged to facilitate for funding for all the stored projects, especially those above 80%. For now, we take another set of commercials, but do stay tuned as we have international and sports news.
To create a positive difference in people's lives, one must first understand the way people live. At Savenda, we're here for our community, our partners, and our future, as a nation and as a continent.
Back in 1997, we decided we were going to create this family journey into a bigger opportunity, and created a business called Savenda, which meant save nations to develop Africa.
It's always important to give back to the people. The government cannot do everything, but as business entities, we'll be able to reach a lot of people.
From our humble beginnings in the telecoms and mining sectors to our work in energy and development projects, we know how important it is to be true to our roots.
Our services have to be diversified so that we don't depend on one income stream. Back in the village, I was growing up hunting and doing everything that a village boy would like to do. When you're hunting, you don't depend on one trap, for example. You have to have many traps. So those survival skills brought into the business created opportunities that we learned from a young age that you can't survive with just one product. Savenda Group involves Savenda Management, which is a consulting, Savenda Express, which is a corporate branding company, Savenda Electric, which is a manufacturer of energy-saving bulbs, Savenda General Insurance, which is a general insurance company, Savenda Fresh Produce, Cyber Africa, which is a center for just dealing with cyber security.
Now, Savenda is combining local knowledge with international expertise. It's time to be a part of Zambia's rising success and Africa's exciting future.
We are a gateway into Africa, and now we are praying with global companies who are coming to Zambia for opportunities and to look for companies that are homegrown, and we are proud to be one of those.
You're watching Camnet World News. Thank you so much for staying with us. In international news, the bodies of 5 children have been found in a private apartment in a large block of flats in the western German city of Solijan-Polizei. Emergency services were called to the residential block in the Hassengdel area of the city on Thursday afternoon. German media say the 27-year-old mother is believed to have tried to take her own life at a train station. Few details have been provided, with no information about the cause of death. According to unconfirmed reports published on the German news website Bild, the 5 children, 3 girls and 2 boys, were aged from 1 to 8. A 60th child, reportedly an 11-year-old boy, was said to have survived. The children's grandmother, who lives about 60 kilometers away, had alerted the emergency services. We monitored DW for more on this story.
Here in Germany, police have made a grim discovery in the western city of Solingen. The bodies of 5 children have been found in an apartment in the city. They were aged between 1 and 8 years old. Their mother is suspected of carrying out the killings before fleeing the scene with another of the children. We'll get more on this from DW correspondent Nina Haase. Welcome, Nina. So German police are saying they found these children. What more can you tell us?
Well, apparently the police received a phone call from the grandmother of those children, who said that her daughter had killed 5 of her children and that she was out of the house and possibly with another child of hers, possibly trying to kill herself. The police say that the woman was 27 years of age, and the police later then found the woman to have climbed onto the tracks at Düsseldorf Central Station, where she tried to kill herself. That didn't happen. She survived with severe injuries, but the police did find the dead children in the flat in Solingen. They were 3 girls aged 1, 2 and 3 and 2 boys aged 6 and 8, and there is no information as to what the motive was and no information as to what actually caused the death. The investigations are ongoing. There are apparently some 40 police people on the ground, and we're hearing also that the Interior Minister of North Rhine-Westphalia is going to give a statement on the incident later.
Nina Haase, thank you.
We now get into sports news. China was the English top flight's most lucrative overseas television rights territory with a 3-season deal agreed in 2019. It is understood the reasons for the financial rather than political. BBC Sport has been told streaming service PPTV withheld its latest payment of 160 million euros due in March. PPTV is owned by Sunning Holdings, the Chinese group, which also has a controlling stake in a Serie A Inter Milan. At a time when the value of the domestic TV rights for the Premier League has fallen, China has become hugely important growth market for the top 20 English clubs. The bumper PPTV deal represents a significant proportion of the 4 billion euros due to be made between 2019 and 2022 from overseas TV rights, with several English clubs now also backed by Chinese. That sports item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a look at the headlines once again. Kasempa records maize bumper harvest. Lusaka decongest project cheers government. Zicta finds mobile service providers. In international news, 5 children found dead in a German apartment. And in sports news, Premier League terminates its 564 million euros contract with its Chinese license with immediate effect. The verse of the day is coming from the book of Luke 17, verse 3 to 4, and it reads, "So watch yourselves. If your brother or sister sins against you, rebuke them. And if they repent, forgive them. Even if they sin against you 7 times in a day, and 7 times come back to you saying, I repent, you must forgive." I have been your anchor, Liseli Kanyanga Muvanga. God bless.